Hi guys, welcome back. This is John Docherty and I'm Forex Fire, and I'm going through a process of learning to trade Forex. I've been doing this for around about 2.5 to 3 years, and I'm starting to see some good success with this. I'm part of a bigger team where I help and provide some education and trade ideas within that team. If you would like to know more about that, just click below. And you can follow me via Facebook, and you can get access to a trial where you can watch us trade live as a team. Okay, now the housekeeping's out of the way. The purpose of this recording is just to show you how to set up a naked chart. You can trade without using indicators. Okay, and I'm going to show you a process using Monday's candles. And now what I mean by Monday's candles is it's a general setup with Monday's session break, okay, throughout the day, and then from there we are working from a head and shoulders pattern. So what I'm going to do is just share my screen, and I'm going to do this on a general setup on the NZD Swiss franc. Okay, so this is the naked chart. It is currently the 20th of January and it is 6:10 UK time. Okay, so what we are going to do, we go on the instrumental panel on this top left, and we're going to select horizontal array. Now, these here are the white candles, and if you want to know how to differentiate the session breaks, which if I do this, settings right click, session breaks, you will see that we have session breaks for each day of the week. So this being Monday, okay, this will be Monday. This will be Tuesday. This will be Wednesday. This will be Thursday. And then the end of last week, the Forex week where the markets close, this will be Friday, hence Monday being the white candles. The start of the new Forex week is obviously, you guessed it, Monday. Okay, so we're going to work along this preference. Now, what we need to do is, again, go on the instrumental panel on the side, click the horizontal array, and I always like to mark my first lines in red. So you're going to go at the highest point of the Monday. The session's almost closed now for the Monday on the markets. So we're going to go to here and plonk that there. That's the high. And we want the low point. Okay, that's that there. From there, you want to scroll down. This is normally a brush. Change it to rectangle. Select the area of the white candles, okay? Because this is the zone of Monday, because prices will always move in the zones. Select the color as red and the paint can as red. And if you want to change the opacity, you can do this by highlighting it or making it a little bit see-through. I like to have it see-through. From there, we go to last Monday. Now, again, you've guessed it, guys, you go to the high, beginning of the session break, and you go to the lower session break. Okay, I'm going to change these ones to orange. Once again, rectangle, session break, cover that square down to session break. We change this to, again, the color of the horizontal arrays, which are orange. Then we scroll back again. We look for Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. And again, guys, the high and the low. So again, go back until you touch that session break start. And we are going to change this to a green. And we are also going to do, again, a square green. And I only ever go back as far as a month's worth of Monday's candles. Okay, so again, Friday, Thursday, we've got Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Right, so again, we're going to go high the low, and we will do this one black. Always do the last one black. And again, guys, if you like the content that I'm doing on here, please hit that like button and subscribe, okay? Let's take a look. We need to get this on black. Black. And one last time. Let's give that square. Session break, the session break. Black and pink and black, okay? So, guys, let's have a look. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back. We are just going to get rid of each of these days. This was just for to show you, differentiate the different session breaks. Now we've got the Monday's candles done. Now this is where the magic happens, okay? Now what we are looking for, we are not going to class this Monday because there's been no future movement on here. We are looking for each of these solid blocks is going to be known as a left shoulder, okay? And what we need, there are 3 rules I follow. Which side of that Monday zone did the session break out of, okay? So that means which side. So what we are looking at, we'll get rid of the session breaks just to eliminate the noise. Let's go back to a very simple chart. Let's click OK. So again, we've got the head. This here will be classed as the head. This is the highest point. This is the head. That would mean, mark that on 14. That means that this area would have been the head at the time. However, we got a new higher high. So then that would have been the left shoulder. This would have been the head because we've moved in stages. This now becomes the left shoulder. Okay, and then what we are waiting for is a full retracement. We've got to have this, have a full retracement back to this area and then come all the way back, because what we are looking for is this area here to be tested. As you've noticed, this is coming back down to this high here. So again, guys, this isn't a valid move at the moment, so we would disassociate that. However, what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to, it's on the coordinates, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I'm going to move this along to the highest point there. So I'm waiting for this to go up. I'm waiting for a retest here. So to remind me on, I'm just going to do a simple process. I'm expecting this to go this would be potentially a big move, to be fair. And then I'm waiting for it to come back down. From there to call out, I would then look to apologize. Style, text right. Look. Take the buy. So we'll be taking the buy at that point. Again, that could be some time away. So then we've done that going by the orange. So let's have a look at the green. So again, guys, which area did the Monday break out of? Let's just take a look, change to the text. Again, the bottom. So again, this would be the head. Was there any higher highs or lower lows? right here. So this here would be the left shoulder, okay, because that would have been the head. Because we've got a high, that then becomes a head. This then officially becomes the left shoulder, okay. Did we get a full retracement of that Monday? Yes, we did, okay. From there, what we are waiting for is an area back down to here, okay. Did we get a retracement back down to mirror? Because as you know, we've got a head, right shoulder, left shoulder. So we need this to mirror the opposite side of the Forex sort of trade. So we've got the head, the left shoulder, we've got 100% retracement to the Monday, okay, the Monday zone, and then we got the retracement back down to the previous shoulder, creating the right shoulder, okay. As soon as you see that hit, you would then immediately, if the head was on the bottom, you would go for a buy. You only need to go for 20 to 30 pips, okay, with whatever stop loss you should wish to go with. But again, guys, this trade has been and passed. Let's just see how many pips that this had gone for. That went for 40 pips, bang on the money of 40 pips, okay, guys. So you can see this, the power in the strategy. That was on that Monday there. Let's just see if there's nothing come on the Monday on the black, because we've had the breakout below and we've not had the retracement back up to this area. So again, guys, on the NZD Swiss franc on the 20th of January, we are waiting for the move on the orange, which is the Forex Monday's candle week of, let's just take a look at my calendar. So this would be the week starting 13th of Jan. That was Monday's candles there, okay? 13th of Jan, okay? So again, the rules are, let's just get these typed into here. Rule number 1, which side was the Monday breakout? Okay. Rule number 2, did the market come back to retest 100% of that Monday zone? That's rule number 2. Let's just mark this out. Number 3, did the market then retrace 100% to the opposite side of the left shoulder? If all 3 steps are met, you would sell from the head being above. If head was below breakout, you would then buy back to the upside. So let's just get this into context, guys. We'll get this on a 10. Let's do this. So that's the sort of thing there. Again, let's look back. We've got the breakout of the Monday on the 13th. It wasn't the 13th, was it? That's the 13th. This one was the 6th. So if I just do this, and I'll explain these rules again. Let's put this to 12, put 2, 14. This again is the 6th of Jan. Okay. Get out of it. 6th. Right, let's run through what we've had. So on the 6th of January, we had a breakout on the downside. Okay. Which side of the Monday was the Monday breakout? The downside. Tick. We've got a tick. Okay. So then what happens there is we've got the left shoulder is created. Okay. So we mark the chart LS, left shoulder. Okay. That becomes a left shoulder right there. Just get rid of that. Again, I do apologize. So what we've got is we've then got the left shoulder. Okay, that's created here. Or I should say this creates the head. This would be the left shoulder originally. This would be the head. Okay. Then we've had a new lower low, so to speak. So the head then moves to here. Your left shoulder moves from the Monday breakout up to this part. Okay. This creates a zone. Okay. We've then had, did the market retrace back to 100% of that Monday zone? This then would be known as what's below your shoulder line. It's called neckline. Okay, so that's your neckline. So you've got Monday zone, you've had a breakout, so the head was here, then you've had a new low, so your head's then created lower down. Left shoulder, have you had a retrace 100% of the zone of Monday, which is this here? Tick, yes we have. This creates the neckline. Okay. Did the market retrace back to the opposite side of the left shoulder? Hence this area here. Okay, this is the area we are looking for the retracement. Okay, so you've had this here and this here. So you've had the retracement to the neckline, and then you've had the retrace all the way back down to the zone of the opposite side of your left shoulder, becomes your right shoulder. Okay, so then what you do on the head on the bottom, you would then go for the buy. Okay, as we have on the steps here. Now this again, you only ever need to go for 30, 40 pips maximum. We'll see where this went to. Again, guys, it's went up towards a 40 pip move. For a stop loss wise, you could possibly do a 20 or a 30 pip stop loss. You would have had a little bit of drawdown of maybe 10 pips. You would have bagged yourself a nice 40 pips there. Okay, so then we move over to the next Monday, okay, which is the 13th. So we're going in stages. We're moving along each week of the four color bands that we've done. So then from the 13th, you then go back to your simple strategy. Which side of the Monday have we had the breakout? We've clearly had the breakout. We've clearly had the breakout on the bottom. Okay. So again, I'm going to explain this. This would start off as the left shoulder. Okay. This then, because we've had the breakout, this is the head. Okay. You leave the markets to move. Have you had 100% retracement of that zone? No. In fact, we had a further downward trend move. So your head then becomes the new lower low, okay? Then your left shoulder becomes here. This has now created a zone, okay? So what we are waiting for after the retest of the Monday zone, okay? Did the market come back to retest 100% of this area here, which is this, okay? No, it hasn't, okay, guys? So we are still within here. We've created a new zone here. However, when you get this situation where you've got last Monday hasn't created a head and shoulder pattern, then you move into another Monday zone, this could potentially create a double setup. And what I mean by a double setup, you could potentially get in for when this comes up to do a test and then bounce down for the sell. As soon as this comes down to touch this area, you're then straight in for a buy. So you go quick in, 40 pips, comes back down, touches that bottom zone here, okay, straight in for another 40 pips. You can bag yourself a cool 60 to 80 pips within a move for that calendar week. It's a very powerful strategy, guys. Again, if you want to know more, simply click on the link in the description below. Follow me on Facebook. If you want to do this and learn how to trade as a team, you could just reach out to me, comment below. Just see you want to get access to the 7-day trial. I'll give you access to that. This has been bagging me pips beyond belief, and it works really, really well, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little brief description, and just get back to me and I'll get you started within that 7-day group. Okay, guys? So catch you later. Don't forget to click, like, share, and subscribe. See you later.